Well, it looks like I've got a special little helper. Hi, sweetie. Say hello to Summer, everybody. Summer, say hi to everybody. Hi. Yes, looks like I've got a special little helper to make my picks for me this week. I kind of figured that I've went 12-4 the last 2 weeks, so not bad. But usually animals seem to do a lot better than humans when it comes to picking games. So we'll see if she can help me out this week. So let's get started. Week 15, 2013 NFL season. Getting down to the crunch time now, both in the real NFL and then in fantasy football as well. We'll start off with the Thursday night matchup. The Chargers traveling to Denver to take on the Broncos. What do you think? The Broncos? I'm assuming that's a yes. Yeah, the Broncos control their own destiny right now in the AFC. If they win out, they get home field advantage throughout the playoffs. So this is still an important game. The Broncos still have something to play for because they're going to need that home field advantage in the AFC. And I just think they're too much of a team for the Chargers to beat right now, don't you? Yeah. We'll move on to the Sunday games. We'll start off with the Redskins traveling to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. What a train wreck the Redskins organization has become. Now they're sitting there and starting Kirk Cousins the rest of the year and benching RG3, making him inactive the rest of the year. If you were going to do this and you wanted to make this a big showcase for him, you must be licking the Dorito cheese off my fingers. Ugh. You should have done this several weeks ago. Now it's like they're trying to showcase him, but not showcase him too much in case he exposed some of his flaws, just enough to get somebody's dick hard around the league or somebody wet around the league, so that way they'll give up too much for him in the trade. I said before, I wouldn't pick the Falcons to win another game this year, and I guess Summer kind of agrees with me. Oh, yuck. So I'm going to take the Redskins to win here. I'm going to take the 49ers over the Buccaneers because the Buccaneers have played better the past month and a half or so, but the 49ers are still playing for a playoff position. They just got off of beating the Seahawks last week. They're playing good football right now. I'll take the 49ers. I'll also take the Seahawks over the Giants, which I think Summer agrees with me on, just because of the simple fact, even though the Seahawks aren't a particularly good road team, see last week's game against the 49ers, the Giants are done, and I don't think the Giants match up very well with them, so give me the Seahawks. I'll take the Eagles over the Vikings. The Eagles are playing right now for a divisional title and a playoff spot. There's a very hot team right now that could potentially do some damage come playoff time. What do you think about that? And the Vikings are heading into this game with Matt Cassel as their starting quarterback and maybe no Adrian Peterson. Yeah, not hard for me to pick the Eagles here. I've got one upset. What do you think? You think? Think I should? Yeah. I know Mommy's a big Patriots fan, so yeah, she doesn't like Mommy very much. So we're going to take the Dolphins in a bit of an upset here. The reason being is that the Patriots, without Gronkowski now for the rest of the year, the Dolphins played them tough before, and the Dolphins are coming off of a tight clench onto your butthole victory over the Steelers, but the Dolphins also have something to play for. They're still battling it out for a wild card spot in the AFC, so I think they have a little more to play for in this game. This is still an important game to the Patriots, don't get me wrong, because if they win out, they still get a first-round bye in the playoffs, which is something definitely nice to have, but I'll take the Dolphins here to win this game. I'll take the Jaguars over the Bills. I know a lot of Jaguar fans are probably upset, whatever Jaguar fans there are, the fact that they started winning some games and they took themselves out of the Teddy Bridgewater sweepstakes. You know what? It is what it is. There's going to be enough quarterback talent in this next draft class. You'd still be able to find a quarterback if you want to. The bottom line is I think the Jaguars are playing a better brand of football than the Bills. The Jaguars have impressed me. They've rallied behind Gus Bradley. They've started playing harder, and they've won some football games, and I think they're going to win game number 5. Imagine that. Who would have thought the Jaguars are going to potentially win 5 football games in 2013, huh? I'm going to take the Colts over the Texans very simply because I don't think the Texans are going to win another game this year, and I'm tired of picking them, and I'm done picking them. I'm going to take the Bears over the Browns, but I do not do that to necessarily demean the Browns because the Bears are starting Jay Cutler, who hasn't played in a few weeks, and I think this is ridiculous. This is stupid, and this is stupidity of the highest order in the Bears organization. It's time for the Bears organization and Bears fans to accept and understand that Jay Cutler is not a franchise quarterback. The most important thing a franchise quarterback could do is be able to answer the bell for 16 games a year, which Jay Cutler hasn't been able to do since the 2009 season. This is 4 straight years that Jay Cutler will not have started 16 games. You cannot devote big-time money to this guy, and you can no longer rely upon this guy. And with Josh McCown playing as well as he's been playing, why make the switch at this point? Don't give me that shit about, starters don't lose their jobs due to injury. Bullshit. Ask Drew Bledsoe how that works. How'd that work out for the Patriots? Ask Wally Pipp how that worked out with Lou Gehrig. Bottom line is if the guy's performing as well, if not better, than the starter was, why make the switch? It makes absolutely no sense. It happens all the time in the league. Starters lose their job due to injury because the replacement comes in and plays better. So this whole notion that it doesn't apply to quarterback is completely ridiculous. And the Bears are in trouble here. They will have trouble matching up with Josh Gordon. They'll have trouble matching up with Jordan Cameron. The only thing that might be their saving grace is the Browns are not a particularly strong running football team. So I do think the Bears will find a way to win, but it would not surprise me to see them get upset here. I'll take the Chiefs over the Raiders big. I'll take the Jets to... Yeah, you know what? I'll take the Jets to win. What the hell? I'll take the Cowboys over the Packers. The Cowboys are the Cowboys, and you know what? They've sat there and they've looked so very bad, and they really have. I mean, they play one game very well, and then the next game they get blown out by the Bears. This is the Cowboys. Until they sit there and have Jerry Jones step aside, and they have somebody that's really a football person become their general manager, then you know what? They're just going to continue to be the same 7, 8, 9 win football team every year. They had a perfect opportunity to win the division this year, and they might still, because if they win out, including the Week 17 game against Philadelphia, they will still win that division. But if Aaron Rodgers plays here, Packers could pull it off. Not with Matt Flynn, though. And let me correct something. I forgot the Jets are playing the Panthers. Ain't no fucking way I'm picking the Jets over the Panthers. Give me the Panthers. I'll take the Cardinals over the Titans. I'll take the Saints over the Rams. I'll take the Bengals in the Sunday night matchup over the Steelers. Usually you could throw records out the window when you talk about divisional rivalries. However, the Bengals are a better team. The Steelers have played hard. They're 5-8, though. They're pretty much out of the race in the AFC wildcard picture. It's one of those things. They started off 1-4. They rallied. They played a little bit better. I think the Bengals are just a better football team. They might start getting hot here, and they're going to be a real scary team come playoff time in the AFC. The Monday night matchup, hi, yeah. Who do you want, Ravens or Lions? Looks like Lions. The reason we're taking the Lions here is even though they have the propensity to seem to want to beat themselves with penalties and turnovers and all that other undisciplined crap, I do think they are one of the most talented teams in all of the NFL, and they're playing at home. They're going to want to be showcasing themselves on Monday night. They're going to be a little angry about what happened last week in the Philadelphia game in that Snow Bowl, and I think they'll just be too much for the Ravens, and the Ravens will lose this game and perhaps lose their chance at making the playoffs this year. Last week, I went 12-4. Week before that, 12-4. So feeling good about the past couple of weeks. Had Summer's help here. Hopefully we can win 13 or 14. Get them right this week. Oh, yeah, sweetie, indeed. That's right. So just to recap, we're taking the Broncos, Redskins, 49ers, Seahawks, Eagles, Dolphins, Jaguars, Colts, Bears, Chiefs, Panthers, Cowboys, Cardinals, Saints, Bengals, Lions. If you want to go against us and see how you do this week, make sure you leave your picks in the comments section down below. We'll see you later. Say bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Isn't she cute? She's the cutest little thing. And yes, she doesn't like Mommy very much, so she doesn't want to pick Mommy's Patriots team. That's right. Stupid Patriots anyways. Go Dolphins!